What up, y'all? This is your boy, Mr. Downtown Ray Mello, and you're listening to the Entertainment Report on iHeartRadio, live from Dubai for Monday, November 2nd, 2015, delivering some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram, facebook.com/The Entertainment Report with Ray Mello, that's RAYMELO, on Twitter at The Enter Report, or on Instagram at The Entertainment Report. You can listen to the show anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com or your iHeart phone app, search for the Entertainment Report, and it will take you to the page. Hopefully everyone had a great Halloween weekend. Khloe Kardashian reportedly took some time to support current boyfriend James Harden at a Houston Rockets game on Wednesday. According to reports, the Strong Looks Better naked author left her estranged husband Lamar Odom's bedside at an LA hospital to attend Harden's basketball face-off against the Denver Nuggets. The trip comes out soon after Kardashian clarified she did not call off her divorce from Odom for any other reasons apart from being able to be there for him. She said, "It's not anything sexual or intimate. I want to be his support system." The celebrity canceled her promotional tour in support of her new book in order to remain available to Odom as his wife to aid in medical decisions. According to reports, Kardashian and 28-year-old Harden are still together. Speaking with People magazine this week, the Keeping Up with the Kardashian star said her boyfriend has been, quote, great with her. She says, "I'm just allowing everything to unfold. If it's ever too overwhelming for him, then I understand that as well." Meanwhile, TMZ reports that Odom's health is said to be improving after being found unresponsive at a Nevada brothel last month. The troubled athlete reportedly has been taken off a rigorous daily dialysis regimen and moved outside of the ICU. Odom's motor skills are still affected by the multiple strokes he experienced, the report says, but he will undergo therapy to regain them. Our Brand Crisis co-star Billy Bob Thornton has escaped serious injury in a Los Angeles car crash. TMZ reported he complained of head pain after the collision and was taken via ambulance to Cedars-Sinai Medical Center, where he was checked out. Doctors determined the 6-year-old actor was not seriously injured and he returned to a movie set a few hours later. The collision reportedly happened Friday morning while Thornton was a passenger in the car that collided with another vehicle in West Hollywood. The celebrity news website did not say if anyone else was hurt in the incident or if either driver was cited for any wrongdoing. Thornton's films include Sling Blade, Primary Colors, Monsters Ball, and Bad Santa. He also starred in Season 1 of the TV series Fargo. Kristen Stewart may join Chloe Sevigny in a forthcoming Lizzie Borden biopic. The 25-year-old Twilight star would play Bridget Sullivan, the Borden's family's live-in maid, with the 40-year-old American Horror Story actress as the accused axe murderer. Borden was tried and acquitted for the axe murders of her father and stepmother in 1892. Sullivan testified at the trial, and one theory about the crime suggests that she and Borden were lovers. Bryce Cass will write the script, with Wasteland hammer Peter Van Hees as director and Naomi Dupreez as producer. Sevigny was previously attached to an HBO miniseries about Borden from Tom Hanks that never materialized. Stewart is best known for playing Bella Swan in the Twilight movies and will next star in Equals with Nicholas Hoult. Sevigny portrays Alex Lowe on American Horror Story Hotel and is slated for Black Dog, Red Dog with James Franco. B.D. Wong has joined the cast of Gotham. The 55-year-old actor will play the DC Comics villain Hugo Strange on Season 2 of the Fox series. On Gotham, Strange is a professor and a psychiatrist hired to run the city's creepy Arkham Asylum. The network told comicbook.com the character appears altruistic but harbors a dark secret that makes him Gotham's greatest threat. This week's episode saw Bridget Pike, played by Michelle Ventimiglia, aka Firefly, taken to the newly introduced Indian Hill facility after a confrontation with Gotham City Police Department. Strange conducts human experiments for the secret Wayne's Enterprise program. In the comics, Strange is a scientist and thief who experiments on inmates to create monstrous henchmen. He also appears as a Batman-obsessed psychiatrist who plagues the superhero and deducts his identity as Bruce Wayne. Gotham takes place during Bruce Wayne's childhood and focuses on young Detective James Gordon, played by Ben McKenzie. Donald Logue co-stars as Harvey Bullock, with Robin Lord Taylor as Oswald Cobblepot, aka the Penguin. Wong is known for playing Dr. Henry Wu in Jurassic Park and Jurassic World, and portrayed Dr. George Huang on Season 2 through 14 of Law & Order SVU. He also played Father Ray Makuda on Oz and recently appeared in HBO's movie The Normal Heart. Television icon Oprah Winfrey set the record straight in regards to the rumors regarding her alleged secret son. In an interview with Entertainment Tonight, the Emmy Award winner and former talk show host set the record straight about their past encounter, adding how this experience inspired her to open the Leadership Academy for Girls in 2007. The man who approached Winfrey was Calvin Mitchell, whom Winfrey says she met in the early 1990s when she was filming There Are No Children Here. Winfrey says she felt compelled to help Mitchell, a teen at the time, and his family when she found out they were living in the projects. She enrolled Mitchell in a private school and moved the family to a better home. However, she was disappointed to hear that Mitchell had been missing classes. The family said it was because they had no clocks in the house, making it difficult to wake up early to take the boy to school. Winfrey soared in the interview by saying, "We realized they didn't have any clocks in the house. We went out, Stedman and I went to Kmart that moment, got a bag full of clocks, came back to the house and taught them how to set the alarm and all that." Despite her efforts, Mitchell still wound up getting expelled from the school, but that still didn't stop Winfrey from extending another helping hand. She said, "I had a long conversation with him about how disappointed I was, but I was going to give him another chance. I found a school in Mississippi that was a private boarding school because I thought if I could remove him from the environment that he had been accustomed to growing up in, that maybe would be helpful for him." Mitchell, however, told Winfrey that he felt that the teachers didn't like him and he was uncomfortable in the environment. According to People magazine, Winfrey cut ties with the teen after Mitchell sold his story to the tabloids. She recalls the moment she had with Mitchell when leaving the Late Show. Winfrey said, "As I left, he was looking so forlorn, he was like, 'Can I speak to you?' So I said to somebody on my team, 'Will somebody get Calvin's number so I can contact him later?' When I realized the whole thing was a setup, I was no longer interested in speaking to him." Winfrey said she was not hurt by the experience, but admitted feeling disappointed by Mitchell's actions, adding that this had been quite the learning experience. She says, "I've learned from that experience. If you want to change somebody's life, you got to be able to spend enough time with them to change the way they think about what their life can be. It isn't enough to give a person a new life or money or a new car. You have to teach them how to fish themselves." Bethany Frankel will appear on The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills Season 6. The 44-year-old Real Housewives of New York City star revealed as much to E! News at the Breast Cancer Research Foundation luncheon Thursday in New York. Frankel said, "I've known Beverly Hills star Kylie Richards for years. I used to work for her half-sister Kathy Hilton and take her nieces Paris and Nikki Hilton to school. She revealed she was coming into town, so I got together with her in the Hamptons. All very natural, but she happens to be on The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, and I got to meet all her friends." She added, "I really enjoyed shooting the Beverly Hills cast. I felt like I was really part of their cast for a small minute. I had some preconceived notions, and I really liked talking to them. I think there was a little drama, and, of course, I was right in the middle of it." Frankel has starred on The Real Housewives of New York for 4 seasons, expected to return for Season 8. Heather Thompson will not appear on the new season, and Kristen Taekman announced this week she will also depart the series. Taekman said in a statement, "My experience during my time on Real Housewives of New York was fantastic, and I made some great new friends. At this time in my life, I've decided to concentrate on my family and my new business ventures." The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills will return for a 6th season with Richards, Lisa Vanderpump, Yolanda Foster, Lisa Rinna, and Eileen Davidson in 2016. Brandi Glanville will reportedly also appear, despite comparing the show to an abusive boyfriend. Lady Gaga joined the likes of Gwyneth Paltrow, Julia Roberts, Angela Bassett, and others to honor television personality Ryan Murphy at the Inspirational Gala in Los Angeles Thursday night. While also acting as the event's entertainment for the evening, Gaga pitched in as a big donor during the live auction headed by Sharon Stone. The American Horror Story hotel actress reportedly paid $200,000 for a photo of Elizabeth Taylor holding up her middle fingers to Shirley MacLaine. Funds raised at the formal gala, also attended by the likes of Rihanna, Miley Cyrus, Emma Stone, Kathy Bates, Matt Bomer, Jamie Lee Curtis, and Zendaya, will go towards the American Foundation for AIDS Research Programs. The event was launched in 2010 to honor men's fashion while also attracting donations for HIV/AIDS research. Actress Julia Roberts presented honoring Murphy with the Knight's Award, praising the Normal Heart director for his unapologetic work and energy. Roberts said he is devoted to not only entertaining audiences but also educating them, bringing into our homes incredible diversity and complexity. While accepting his award, Murphy spoke up about his experience within the HIV/AIDS crisis, saying the threat of the disease forced him to bring every last drop out of today because you may not get another one. He said, "I've lost 10 friends from HIV/AIDS, and honestly, I consider myself standing here to be some kind of a miracle in the world, and I think many of us in this room feel the same way. I feel so lucky and grateful and blessed to be here and to have the right to marry, which I did to my husband, David Miller, and to have 2 young sons, Logan and Ford." After a 10-song set, including a rendition of Frank Sinatra's "Call Me Irresponsible," dedicated to Murphy, singer Lady Gaga expressed her feelings towards the director. She said, "Since I have met Ryan, I have rediscovered something in myself, and it's my favorite part of me, so thank you. You appreciate the part of me that my Christian guilt is mortified by." Thursday night's event reportedly raised over $3 million for HIV/AIDS research. Hunger Games star Jennifer Lawrence, Liam Hemsworth, and Josh Hutcherson had their handprints, footprints, and signatures enshrined in cement. The cast was honored outside the TCL Chinese Theater in Los Angeles Saturday. The ceremony was presided over by comedian Conan O'Brien. The Hunger Games Mockingjay Part 2, the final installment in the blockbuster film franchise, is due out in theaters November 20th. The adaptations of Susan Collins' popular young adult novels have also featured Elizabeth Banks, Natalie Dormer, Julianne Moore, Woody Harrelson, Donald Sutherland, and Stanley Tucci. Quentin Tarantino's father, Tony, says he doesn't agree with the Oscar winner who made controversial remarks last week at a Manhattan rally against police brutality. The elder Tarantino told the New York Daily News, "Quentin is a phenomenal talent and filmmaking genius. So when he or someone like him gets up and makes a statement like that, it's felt the world around." The filmmaker's father added, "It's an injustice to call New York cops murderers. That is so wrong. They don't deserve that kind of talk. There are idiots in any profession, but you can't come down on a whole department." The newspaper says Tony Tarantino is a Queens native with family members who work for the New York Police Department. His son joined hundreds of demonstrators at the Rise Up October organized event held on October 24th. The Pulp Fiction Reservoir Dogs auteur told the crowd regarding police brutality, "This is not being dealt with. Then these murdering cops would be in jail or at least be facing charges. When I see murders, I do not stand by. I have to call murder murder, and I have to call the murderers murderers." The 52-year-old's director's comments drew the ear of police unions around the country, whose leaders swiftly called for the boycott of Tarantino's films. His next movie, The Hateful Eight, is due out in December. And in a related story, Jamie Foxx defended Quentin Tarantino on stage at the Hollywood Film Awards on Sunday. Referring to the recent criticism Tarantino has faced from public unions and conservative pundits for attending an anti-police violence rally, Foxx said, "Keep telling the truth, keep speaking the truth, and don't worry about none of the haters." Foxx made the comments as he was presenting an award to the ensemble for Tarantino's new film, Hateful Eight. The cast of the film avoided the controversy as they collected the awards. The storm of the controversy surrounding Tarantino began when the director attended a rally protesting police brutality in Brooklyn, New York last Saturday. As the rally, the New York Post reported that Tarantino told the crowd, "When I see murders, I do not stand by. I have to call a murderer a murder, and I have to call the murderers the murderers." The director's comments and presence at the rally led to a backlash from police unions in Chicago, Houston, Philadelphia, Los Angeles, and New York, who all call for a boycott of Hateful Eight. Conservative media pundits took on Tarantino as well, with Fox News' Bill O'Reilly saying that the filmmaker lives in a world of his own and that facts don't matter and he has no problem. Tarantino with spreading big lies. An official statement released last week, the Chicago Police Union said, "We ask that every member in the law enforcement community to take a moment to speak with you immediately and extended family members and friends and neighbors and ask them to stand with our sisters and brothers in law enforcement in this national boycott of his work." The LAPD referred to Tarantino's comments as inflammatory rhetoric and stated that he took irresponsibility to a new and completely unacceptable level. Two passings to report over the weekend. Beloved character actor Al Molinaro died in a California hospital Friday, his family said. He was 96. Molinaro's son Michael told TMZ that Happy Days, Joni Loves Chachi, and The Odd Couple veteran suffered from Gladstones, but elected not to have surgery to treat the condition due to his age. The Wisconsin native had guest spots on Green Acres, Get Smart, Bewitched, and That Girl, which also featured in the Weezer's popular Buddy Holly music video in 1994, and served as a pitchman in dozens of encore commercials between 1987 and 2003. And former U.S. Senator and actor Fred Thompson died Sunday at the age of 73 in Nashville, Tennessee, after a recurrence of lymphoma, his family says. CNN quoted the statement as saying, Fred believed that the greatness of our nation was defined by the hard work, faith, and honesty of its people. He had an enduring belief in the exceptionalism of our country and that America could provide the opportunity for any boy or girl in any corner of our country to succeed in life. Our nation has lost a servant, Tennessee has lost a son, and our family has lost its rock. Thompson represented Tennessee in the U.S. Senate from 1994 to 2003 and was a Republican presidential contender in the run-up to the 2008 election. Thompson's acting career placed him in films such as The Hunt for Red October, Die Hard 2, and In the Line of Fire, as well as in television's Law & Order and several of its spin-offs. In 2007, Thompson announced he had diagnosed with non-Hodgkin's lymphoma in 2004, but said the disease was in remission and that he had no symptoms. After dropping out in the 2008 Republican primary, Thompson reportedly indicated he was interested in returning to acting. Oscar-winning actress Reese Witherspoon brought her daughter Ava and son Deacon to the American Cinematic Gala in Los Angeles Friday night. The 39-year-old Wild Walk the Line and Legally Blonde star was honored at the event for her body of work. Other attendees included Kate Hudson, Sofia Vergara, Jennifer Gardner, Matthew McConaughey, Laura Dern, Diane Ladd, and Jeffrey Katzenberg. E! News said during her emotional acceptance speech, Witherspoon described her husband Jim Thoth as, quote, my biggest fan and my greatest champion, without whom I would never have scaled a mountain or started a new company or parented 3 amazing kids. She continued by saying, speaking of my amazing children, Ava and Deacon are here. Hopefully my 3-year-old son Tennessee is asleep. He never sleeps. I just want to thank you for all the times you had to say goodbye to your mom while she packed to go on a location, or for missing your school trips or special days because you were on some location in some far-flung area in Georgia or Louisiana or London or wherever, or for understanding that I love my job, that it feeds my soul to be creative, and hope one day it may feed your soul too, that you'll teach your children to be hardworking and creative, and for knowing in your heart that no matter where I am in the world, you will always be there for me. I love you more than you will ever know. Ava and Deacon are Witherspoon's children with her ex-husband Ryan Phillippe, while Tennessee is her son with Thoth. ABC does not appear to be bowing to pressure to fire controversial co-host Raven-Symoné from The View. More than 100,000 people have signed a Change.org petition to have the 29-year-old actress ousted from the daytime chat show. The network said in a statement to the Hollywood Reporter Saturday, we love Raven. She is confident, genuine, and opinionated, all qualities that make her a great addition to the panel. Raven-Symoné's co-host the program with Whoopi Goldberg, Joy Behar, Candace Cameron Bure, Michelle Collins, and Paula Ferris. This is her first full season as a permanent panelist. She was hired at the end of last season after serving as a recurring guest co-host. Started just 3 days ago, the petition reads in part, Raven-Symoné has been spouting her ignorance and self-hating spiel on The View for long enough, from stating that she wouldn't hire somebody for having a ghetto name to openly complaining about reverse racism. The final straw was her comment about the recent viral video of the school police officer assaulting the student, where Raven-Symoné said, get off your phone in school then. AMC has renewed The Walking Dead and the zombie apocalypse drama and analysis program Talking Dead for additional seasons. Charlie Collier, the president of AMC, Sundance TV, and AMC Studios, said in a statement Friday, thank goodness someone had the magic 8-ball with them in our many long internal meetings about these renewals. When on the third shake, without a doubt, filled with the murky blue screen, we knew we had to proceed with new seasons of The Walking Dead and Talking Dead. He also added by saying, all joking aside, we're so proud to share these shows with fans who have been so passionate, communicative, and engaged. We're grateful for and continually impressed by the talent, efforts, and excellence on continuous displays by Robert Kirkman, Scott Gimple, Chris Hardwick, and the many people with whom we partner to make these unique shows possible. The result, more walking and talking. Hooray. Sunday's Season 6 episode was 90 minutes instead of the usual 60 minutes. About 18.2 million viewers tuned in for the October 25th installment, in which Stephen Yeun's beloved character Glenn seemed to meet his demise, and Andrew Lincoln's Rick was last seen completely surrounded by man-eating monsters. After an interview with King of Queens actress Leah Remini discussing Scientology and its association with actor Tom Cruise, ABC News' Dan Harris told Good Morning America that actress Katie Holmes will be making an appearance on the highly anticipated 2020 special airing this Friday. Harris teased on Friday morning, you're also going to hear from Katie Holmes, the former wife of Tom Cruise, and what she is now saying about Leah. According to Us Magazine, the Dawson's Creek star will be addressing Remini and Scientology. Holmes was married to Cruise for 6 years. The couple separated in 2012. The magazine also reported that according to a 2013 deposition, Holmes filed for divorce due to issues in their marriage regarding Scientology and their daughter Suri. At the time, Cruise was involved in a lawsuit against Bauer Publishing Company after several of its magazines published that he, quote, abandoned Suri. In his taped deposition, Cruise was asked by a Bauer lawyer if one of the reasons why Holmes filed for divorce was to protect Suri from Scientology. Cruise replied in the tape, did she say that? That was one of the assertions, yes. Remini said in the interview with Harris on Thursday that she was once, quote, written up by a Scientology administrator for an incident involving Cruise and Holmes. Remini recalled to Harris, Cruise, was like forcibly kissing Katie, and I said, hey, get a freaking room. And, I was written up for that. The 2020 special is set to air Friday at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on ABC. Priscilla Presley says her marriage to Elvis Presley wasn't easy. The 70-year-old actress opened up about the late rock and roll legend in an interview with Huffington Post this week. Presley was just shy of 21 years old when she married Elvis Presley in 1967 and welcomed daughter Lisa Marie Presley with the star the next year. She admitted it was difficult, especially at a young age, being a new wife and automatically being a new mother and being in rock and roll. I wanted to be a mom, and yet I traveled a lot, and Elvis wanted me to be with him. It was a tug of war trying to make it all work. She also recalled by saying, I was hated for marrying him, hated for getting a divorce, having people being critical but not knowing what your life was and not knowing that you were trying desperately to be a good wife, to be a good mother, to be a good companion. It was a hard road. The Presleys welcomed daughter Lisa Marie exactly 9 months after their wedding. The couple remained close after their divorce was finalized in October 1973, and the actress shared her last conversation with the singer in the interview. She said, we talked a few days before he passed, which was very hard. I was asking if he was okay and if he was excited about going on tour, and he loved work, but he was dealing with a lot of issues and decisions that he had to make, so it wasn't easy. Presley is the co-founder of Elvis Presley Enterprise and helped to popularize Graceland as a tourist attraction. The actor celebrated the late singer's birthday at the house in January and executive produced a new album, If I Can Dream, Elvis Presley with the Royal Philharmonic Orchestra. She told USA Today of the album, the musical foundation is exactly the same. If Elvis were here, he would be evolving and taking risks like everyone else today. He loved a full sound. When he played music, it was always loud. We're giving him the freedom to do what he would have done. The Muppets received a full series order this week at ABC. The network ordered an additional 3 episodes of the comedy after the show's debut season continued to earn strong ratings. Season 1 will now run for 16 episodes. The Muppets premiered September 22nd and is the highest-rated new Tuesday series among adults 18 to 49. The comedy is also ABC's strongest-performing half-hour Tuesday show in 4 years. The series wrote, in a response to the news Thursday on Facebook, at times like these, we like to quote Kermit the Frog, yay. Sources told The Hollywood Reporter the comedy wasn't picked up for the traditional 22-episode season to accommodate the forthcoming shows The Real O'Neills and Uncle Buck. The Big Bang Theory co-creator Bill Pratty co-created The Muppets with Third Rock from the Sun producer Bill Bushnell. The documentary-style series follows the Jim Henson characters in their personal and professional lives. British singer Adele is scheduled to return to the U.S. soil to perform her largest concert in the country for the NBC Network special Adele Live in New York City. Confirmed Friday, the one-time-only concert will be recorded at the Metropolis Radio City Music Hall on November 17th and broadcast on NBC December 14th. The singer has already lined up special appearances with the BBC, Saturday Night Live on November 21st, and NBC's Today Show on November 25th. The 27-year-old Hello singer's highly anticipated album 25 will become available to the public November 21st, just 3 days after the concert, and is expected to break 1 million sales within the first week, reports say. Adele recently unveiled the release date and cover art for her first album since 2011, as well as its first single music video. The amount of first-day views for Hello recently surpassed Taylor Swift's Bad Blood on YouTube with 27.7 million streams against Swift's previous record of 20.1 million. Ellie Goulding will team with Scarlett Johansson on her forthcoming American Express on Stage concert. The 28-year-old English singer tapped the 30-year-old American actress to direct the live-stream music series show, which will take place November 11th at the Hammerstein Ballroom. The concert is scheduled just days after the release of Gooding's third studio album, Delirium, and will be live-streamed on AmexUnstage.com on the Amex Unstage app. The singer said in the press release, "I'm so excited for my upcoming American Express Unstage performance, and to know that I have Scarlett Johansson directing the live stream is really cool." She added, "I want to go into this album making everything bigger and better, and from the looks of this collaboration, we are achieving both of those goals. I can't wait to perform my new album for the fans that will be at the show, as well as for all my other fans around the world." Gooding will release Delirium on November 6th, which includes the new singles On My Mind and Army. The singer last debuted the reissue Helicon Days in August 2013, which featured the songs Burn and How Long Will I Love You. Johansson said, "I'm excited to be directing this live music event for American Express with Ellie Goulding. Ellie is a true artist and an inspiring woman. Her creativity and healthy ambition are only matched by her humor and humility." Justin Bieber has walked out again during his trip overseas. This time it was during the performance. The 21-year-old pop star was in the middle of a television performance Wednesday in Oslo, Norway, when a fan spilled something on stage. Bieber attempted to clean up the mess, while the screaming fans wanting to interact with their idol kept him from doing so. He said, "Yo, yo, yo, what are you doing? Stop it," while using a towel. "Come on, I said stop it. Yo, what are you doing? Stop it. Guys. Yo, listen to me. Are you listening? Okay, I'm trying to wipe the floor. Give me a second, yo." Eventually, Bieber got so frustrated that he decided to end the show altogether and stormed off the stage. "Never mind, I'm done. I'm not doing the show," he said as he started to take off his jacket and walk towards the backstage area. Bieber's latest walk-off happened on the same day he decided to leave a Spanish radio interview after one too many uncomfortable questions. Soon afterwards, however, Bieber took to Instagram to apologize to his fans alongside a photo of a text describing his early exit. The singer wrote, "Sally, it's been a rough week for me, long days, no sleep, while having to be on, as they would say, for the camera, fans, etc. In no way did I mean to come across mean, but chose to end the show as the people in the front row would not listen. Hopefully people will understand where I'm coming from. I don't always handle things the right way, but I'm human and I'm working on getting better at responding, not reacting. Unfortunately, people were affected by this as I am. For the people in the back, I am so sorry, and for anyone I may have disappointed, I'm sorry as well. Sorry for wasting the TV people's time. I'll be sure to make it up to you next time on tour. With love, Justin." With one holiday and 4 flops, The Martian easily won the worst box office weekend of the year for Hollywood. A scary weekend for Hollywood as Halloween fell on a Saturday, and several films underperformed, leaving Matt Damon's Martian atop the movie box office again with $11.4 million and a domestic total of $182.8 million. Worldwide, the movie has raked in $428.4 million. The movie is expected to soon be the highest-grossing film of director Ridley Scott's career. Sandra Bullock's Our Brand is Crisis, where Bullock plays an American political advisor helping a Bolivian election, opened with just $3.4 million over 2,202 theaters. The Warner Brothers political comedy drama received weak reviews and finished in a distant 7th in the weekend's top 10 and was the worst nationwide opening of Bullock's career. Bradley Cooper's Chef, trying to redeem himself in his last movie, Burnt, was also a bust, getting bad reviews and opening to just $5 million over 3,003 theaters. It finished 5th and was one of the worst nationwide openings of Cooper's career. Other movies in the top 10 were holdovers from previous weeks. The PG-rated kids movie Goosebumps was 2nd, Steven Spielberg and Tom Hanks' latest collaboration, Bridges of Spies, was 3rd, and the animated sequel Hotel Transylvania 2 was 4th. The Last Witch Hunter was 6, Crimson Peak was number 9, and Steve Jobs was 10. And that is your entertainment report for Monday, November 2nd, 2015. I'm your host, Mr. Downtown Ray Mello. I'll be back tomorrow to deliver some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. Facebook.com/The Entertainment Report with Ray Mello. That's RAYMELO. On Twitter at The Enter Report, or on Instagram at The Entertainment Report. You can listen to this episode or any previous episodes of the Entertainment Report anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com or your iHeart phone app, search for the Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to the page. Good night, and God bless you all.